Please join us on a journey with the 9-member delegation representing the task force to support the Arab Orthodox Christians in the Patriarchate of Jerusalem. Joining us on this trip, Chairman of the task force, Dr. George Madanat from Los Angeles, California, Mansour Rayyan from Chicago, Illinois, Dr. Isa Bullata from Montreal, Canada, Farouk Shawareb from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Father Nicholas Dahdal, Chicago, Illinois, Father Richard Bellou from Sacramento, California, Father James Bernstein from Seattle, Washington, and Constantine Nasr Jr. from Oklahoma City. With the blessing of His Eminence Metropolitan Philip, the Primate of the Antiochian Orthodox Christian Archdiocese of North America, we departed December 4th and returned December 18th. Our journey took us through Jordan, Palestine, and Israel. During our tour, we were surprised to find schools in poor condition or closed, some church properties being sold, and others in desperate need of repair or renovation. Churches turned into marketplaces. The altar has been removed from the Church of St. Joseph of Arimathea, and the sanctuary turned into a storage area. Elderly clergy in dire need of assistance. The youth desperately appealing for spiritual guidance, and church properties rented, sold, or neglected with no spiritual or financial accountability. Schools. Ajlon, a parish of 4,000 members, has 4-room school in poor condition with 45 students and 4 teachers, none of whom are Christians.
They don't even have a desk.
All Orthodox students are attending the Latin or Catholic institutions. Church expansion was halted 9 years ago.
They're 5 years old. They're 10 years old. Look at the furniture here. They don't even have this and that. There's no light. Look at the wall. Look how sad the condition. How can they read and write? How can they see? There's no light. The sign.
Karak district. Representative of the village of Rabba said, "We have a paid teacher, but no school." In the Karak district, the churches are in poor condition and there are no schools. Salt, an elementary school, is in a poor condition with attendance in decline. The Orthodox students attend other institutions. The rental of church property for improvements has been denied. Bohais, a city of 5,000 Orthodox faithful. The parish council was promised help from the Patriarch Theodoros to complete the high school. They were denied that support. The task force contributed over $100,000 to the completion of the high school and supported the clergy whose salary were cut off. This school is being built totally by the faithful of Hais in and outside the country. Sales. Qasr al-Mutran in Nazareth, one of the best pieces of land, was sold to Israeli and foreign companies. The vision of the faithful to build a church, a school, or to have a parish cemetery was shattered by the sale. 17,000 Orthodox live in Nazareth with one church to accommodate less than 300 people and 2 clergymen. Jaffa, one of the pieces of property overlooking the Mediterranean Sea, which was to be a football field and the cemetery surrounding the Church of St. George, was sold to Israeli company for high-rising apartments with no benefits to the faithful. St. Elias Monastery on the road to Bethlehem. Over 90 acres of land was sold to Israel, supposedly for the construction of the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings. This is Orthodox housing project, okay? Mount Abu Ghnaim, the vital link of the Arabs of East Jerusalem, was sold to the Israeli government for settlements. This sale is a major source of contention today. St. John the Baptist, the closest church to the Holy Sepulchre, was sold to Israel. St. George in Khadr, over 70 dunams of land was sold. We were unable to reach that area. Churches being neglected. El Bani, North Israel. The church has 1,000 members and no priest. There are no pews, and not even a room in which the faithful can gather for fellowship. The church has been ignored for 10 years and membership is in decline. Kufr Ismail in North Israel, 45 families were sued by the patriarch for building a church and not registering it in his name. However, his bust is engraved above the church door of the Annunciation in Amman, Jordan. Bethlehem, the Church of the Nativity, has been turned into a marketplace with yearly revenues estimated at $1 million. Saint Joseph of Arimathea in Jerusalem, the closest to the holy place of Jesus Christ's tomb. The altar has been removed and the sanctuary converted into a storage area. Mount Zion. As you approach the Church of the Ascension, you are faced with a garbage dump. That property belonged to the church. Rental property. The Patriarchate of Jerusalem is one of the richest in the Holy Land. Properties are sold and rented without any accountability. Some examples are Nazareth, a bus depot. Jaffa, the Christian square consists of 100 shops. Jerusalem, the Christian quarter, and many of the shops around the Patriarchate of Jerusalem center has been rented or sold. at one time. 3/4 of the property belonged to the patriarchate. On the road to Bethlehem, construction of a shop was halted. Al-Mafraq, shops are not rented. Properties throughout the patriarchate are not utilized for the faithful to generate revenues, to help them in their dire needs. Communities served by elderly priests. In Ramah in North Israel, elderly priests serving 4,000 faithful. Al-Mafraq, elderly priests serving 3,000 faithful. In 1950, Jerusalem had over 40,000 Orthodox. Today, Jerusalem has less than 3,000 Orthodox, with one priest related to our family, Father Elias Yarnam, 80 years old. Seminarians and graduates from the Balaman theological schools who have graduated are not ordained today and denied to serve in the church. The patriarch lives in palaces. This is one palace in Amman, Jordan. Only one bishop and a housemaid live in it. The patriarchate does not take care of the spiritual life of the youth. Example, in Nazareth and in Zababida.
In this letter,
the usual position in the village.
On this journey, we have met with clergy and laity. We have held a press conference in Amman, Jordan, led by Mr. Salim Suwais. We have met with the Orthodox Society in Amman, led by Dr. Raouf Abu Jabal. We have met with the Orthodox Congress in Nazareth, led by Fuad Farah. And the Orthodox Committee in Ramallah, led by Marwan Tubasi. We have visited with the Educational Society, Dr. Fuad Faraj, parish council members of various communities, committees and political representatives in Amman, Dr. Fawzi Taimi, member of the Jordanian Parliament, and Mr. Bshara Dawood, Emil Jarjoui, and Dr. Sam Musallam, members of the Palestinian National Authority. We also visited various charitable institutions.
No record that I read with a check of $4,000, and that would be God's blessing. Small check of $2,000.
And at 16 years of age, I became a Christian. I read the Bible and believed it. And then 18 years later, became Orthodox. I went to St. Vladimir Seminary. I studied for 5 years, became a priest in the Antiochian Archdiocese. And very emotional, here, because I believe Christianity is the truth. Not only for Arabs, but for Jews, for Muslims, for Hindus, for Buddhists, for everyone. It's a religion of love, a religion of peace. And if the church dies here, there will be no witness.
That's true.
There will be no witness. The Mormons will be here, the Jehovah's Witnesses will be here, the Protestants will be here, the Pentecostals will be here. But we may not be here. And so for me personally, I have a vested interest in seeing that you all prosper and do well, because you are the truth. And the devil wants to destroy you. And that's why you're having so much trouble. You know, the Muslims are not having trouble in Mecca. And the Buddhists and Hindu are not having troubles in their countries. But you are having so much trouble surviving in the land of the birth of Christianity. And that's because the devil is not against those religions, but the devil is against you. And he wants to destroy you. And this shows us the truth of what we believe in, of our faith, because we have so much resistance, because we are going through so much fire. Because the devil does not want to destroy those who are not a threat to him, but he wants to destroy those who are a threat. And you are a threat of the spiritual warfare.
I feel a connection to the living church, and the physical side of the physical places is secondary to this. And we're also here, I'm here also to do what I can to help affect a change in this situation, because this is unacceptable, totally unacceptable, what is going on in the patriarchate. So I want to give, continue to give my energies to help affect a change. And so don't be too discouraged. Don't give up. Okay? Don't give up.
On our journey, we have seen great neglect by the patriarch toward his faithful people. What the task force is doing is trying to create a movement in the region on the local level so that the people themselves can stand up for their rights, can support Christian education, can support seminarians, can support the protection of the properties. What we want from our people there and from you, the listeners, is to help us help the people in Jerusalem for the implementation of the combined council and for calling for their own right that belonged to them. Jerusalem is the mother of all churches. Jerusalem must shine once again. Never again must the shepherd be allowed to scatter and neglect his sheep. We need desperately your help. We need your prayer. We need your financial assistance. You can do this through your donation to your local parish, earmarked to the task force to be sent to St. Nicholas Cathedral in Los Angeles, California. We humbly and sincerely thank you for your support. The Church of all churches, Jerusalem, need your help, and we must preserve what is left from it. Thank you.